what we have tried to do in order to make this understandable in terms of what the impact could be to Montage Stadium is we have gone through this lease and we have found what we think are the building blocks of this lease. And then we went and bought some toy blocks and we made a little tiny Montage Stadium. I know it looks like a castle. Don't judge me. We'll start with the basic fact you need to know right away. Number one, the Crew SC actually owns Montage Stadium. However, the land I am standing on right now, it belongs to the state. It belongs to the Ohio Exposition Commission. You may know it as the Ohio Expo Center. Think of this like internet graffiti. Someone used computer code basically like a can of spray paint to spread a message about ISIS on 11 government websites, and cleaning up that mess took almost a whole day. Here in our live pictures, you're going to see a red pickup truck right up there by the Licking County Sheriff's vehicle, that big RV-looking vehicle. The man who says he was driving that red pickup is right over here. His name is Chuck Vaught. Chuck, thanks for talking to us. You're here on North 21st Street this morning, just about 10:45 or so. Tell me, what do you see?
Well, I was sitting at the red light, and next thing I looked over to the left, and I saw two cars.
And we're going to use 2 coffee cups to break this down for you, 2 extra size, extra large coffee cups. Study number 1 looked at 500,000 people or so in 10 European countries. Guys, what it found was there are health benefits to drinking 3 or more cups of coffee. It really found it decreases the risk of several diseases, may help you live longer. Take a look inside the cup and you'll see exactly what we're talking about. Police are investigating a possible stabbing. Officers are here really trying to sort out exactly what happened. This call for help went out just about a half hour ago. This is what we know at this point. Police have blocked off this portion of the intersection with police tape because this is where they found a man who was bleeding. If you have not heard and you have a flight out to the northeast, you're not going this morning. Here's a look at some of the cities affected right now. NYC, no flights. It's the same situation in Boston and Philly. You're not going there either. This morning in the village of Cookersville, you'll find blue ribbons just like this one tied to street signs, tied to light poles, really anything you can tie them to. And there are so many of these ribbons wrapping around so much of this community. It honestly feels like this village is almost just getting one big hug. There is a memorial for the victims here at the Pinekirk Care Center. This is where the shooting happened. There were candles, there were flowers, flags, other items as well. And something we noticed this morning is this cross right here that has the names of each victim on it.
You make me laugh.
Relationships often shape our lives.
Yeah.
But Hilliard teacher Nikki Landon often thinks
Like how lucky I am to still be here.
of the one bond
Thanks to my sister.
that likely saved
Yeah.
hers.
I'm just really glad I was there.
The sisters were at the Morgan house over the summer.
June 27th was a Tuesday.
It was lunchtime. Nikki, her sister Angie Granchi, and their mom were sharing dessert.
Nikki looked at me and she goes, "I'm feeling lightheaded." And I just kind of looked at her and then her head hit the plate. I remember yelling at my mom to call 911.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
What's the address? Morgan House. My daughter's having a seizure.
You really just don't see this very often.
Sam Soteriadis,
I didn't think that she was going to make it.
Sarah Hostetler,
In a run like that,
and Bob Mercer
things typically don't go this well.
were among the Washington Township paramedics who responded as the calls
Hello, 911.
kept coming.
We have somebody in our restaurant that is passing away.
I pulled her to the floor and started CPR.
Her sister, a healthy 36-year-old mom of 2 kids, was in cardiac arrest.
She was unresponsive.
Someone from the kitchen did come out and was checking her pulse.
So I shook my head, and, there isn't one.
He's Josh Drum.
And then I did one round of breaths.
He's a chef.
Right after that, I believe it was her sister who took over.
It was either I do it or the unthinkable.
5300 Glick Road, CPR in progress.
EMS records show paramedics arrived
Early CPR will get some blood moving.
after more than 8 minutes. And Angie says not for a second did she give up.
You know, like I always tell my kids, you're not allowed to say I can't.
It's very important.
I started kind of like, oh my gosh, what if, you know, I was trained like 3 years ago. I don't know if I'm even doing this right.
We would bring her back and then lose her, bring her back and lose her.
Yeah, I mean, I think they had lost me, I believe, at least three different times.
I think it was the next shift, maybe. We got word that she was still alive, and it was like, what?
Nikki Landon spent roughly the next 3 weeks in a hospital bed. She had to relearn how to walk, how to eat, and even her doctors called her full recovery
So they
remarkable.
just kept calling me a little miracle because they still don't know why it happened or really how I recovered so quickly.
She's very lucky. There's probably a critical 4 minutes or so that if patients do not get effective CPR, that there begins to be a greater chance of irreversible brain damage.
Dr. Eugene Fu gave one explanation.
Her sister absolutely did the right thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to go the speed faster today.
Weekly therapy has helped re-strengthen her heart.
I set a personal record for the elliptical.
Rest.
Tired.
Assured.
I did.
Somewhere, her sister knew.
On your watch?
We both have, they got me an Apple Watch for my birthday, so my sister tracks what I do and how many steps I take and when I work out.
Angie's never really far.
Take a look at the directions.
Both sisters teach in the same district. They live
Well, it's like having a permanent best friend.
in the same neighborhood.
At least I know I can take her anywhere with me and she'll help me.
The recipe for their relationship calls for 2 tough cookies.
We've always had an incredible bond, but I feel like that's even closer now.
Mike McCarthy. Good Day, Columbus.
I think.
You got the ABCs?
Sure as alphabetical order.
Now you back on the B? You having fun?
Even Carol Smith's littlest tykes long knew what followed summer.
You all ready for school?
And this week
Say, yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
marked the start of kindergarten for her granddaughter.
You having a good day?
And she's made plans to keep tabs on her at Avondale Elementary.
Call.
Maybe old school,
Yes, I'm old school.
maybe not much longer.
You're getting all the other back-to-school supplies. One more thing to put on the list is the app.
Scott Varner with Columbus City Schools showed off the district's upgraded cell phone app. The app gives a new way to answer that old question, how was your day? Parents can get information about grades, attendance, even missed assignments before kids ever leave the classroom.
It's updated instantaneously, so as information is put into the system by the teacher, by the principal, it will be on your phone.
He says the app's designed to follow students should they change schools, and parents need a username and password to get all that personalized data.
We want to make it clear that the app has a lot of information, but it's also secure, so it's only you're getting information about your child.
Type in Columbus City Schools.
Carol Smith seemed impressed.
I don't have to wait on a phone call. That's exciting.
That kindergarten transition could get easier.
Whoa!
But even knowing the order of things, she says growing up never will be.
I won't let go. I will not.
Mike McCarthy,
Like summer, I'm not going to let it go yet.
ABC 6 News. So much of life depends on where we invest in it. What counts?
Thank you.
Or for 29-year-old Jessie Steinmetz, who?
My mom and my dad and my sister.
Remember that.
I live with my mom and dad.
Her mom didn't want to do this interview thing.
No.
But a new chance for her daughter was worth it.
Yes, I am very proud of her.
For the last 7 years, Jessie has worked at UCO Industries in Union County. It's a nonprofit specializing in packaging and opportunities.
So we employ about 130 people, and over 70 of those are adults with developmental disabilities.
My favorite part about working here is earning a paycheck.
We adopted Jessie, and early on she was told she couldn't do anything.
So this job, Jesse's mom says, has given her daughter a sense of accomplishment, but with a cost.
Because I like to burn a hole in my pocket.
There were lessons in budgeting and also restrictions from packaged government benefits.
You know, you're limited on how much money you can actually keep.
Accumulate too much money.
When you are receiving support through Social Security or through Medicaid, you can't have more than $2,000 saved.
That UCO CEO Dave Amrine says limited how he could invest in employees. At least it used to.
And the introduction of the stable accounts solves a long-standing problem in our country.
We call it stable because it's the state treasurer ABLE program.
Think of it like a piggy bank. The stable program allows disabled workers or relatives to invest money tax-free for qualifying expenses like housing or school. Thousands more can be saved, up to $14,000 a year without affecting other government benefits.
I thought it was amazing.
Not just for the chance to really save, but also for who stands ready to contribute.
January 1, we begin contributing 4% into either our employees' 401k account if they choose, or into the stable account if they choose.
It's really groundbreaking.
State Treasurer Josh Mandel says UCO Industries is the first company in the country to roll out what amount to retirement accounts for disabled workers.
They're pioneering what they're doing here, and I'm hopeful that they'll set the example.
Just like us, we're able to save for our future and our retirements. This gives her the opportunity to do that.
Wow.
And even if workers like Jesse don't put in their own money,
it is so gratifying.
Dave Amrine says UCO will.
I'm vested in the success of our employees.
I feel...
Remember now
happy
how Jessie values her family. She hopes to one day move from her parents' house, but build her own next door, along with reaching one more family destination.
Go to Disney World first.
Life may come down to where we invest. Jessie's employer hopes to show that good can come when our investment is in others. Mike McCarthy, Good Day, Columbus.